the non-governmental organization UNICEF. As we know, there's this big well-known NGO called UNICEF, but the problem is we don't know what was it for, and why was it made in the first place. The organization UNICEF was created for providing the help for the poor and children in different fields, and UNICEF first stands for United Nations Children's Funds, and UNICEF stands for United Nations Children's Funds. Who created it, and where was its first headquarters? So where is the first headquarters for UNICEF, and who created it? So UNICEF's headquarters was in New York, and the United States of America, and the United Nations General Assembly is who created UNICEF on December 11th in the year 1946. You could find today in UNICEF are over 190 countries, and all the countries that are in it are participating also in the United Nations, unless 8 countries. UNICEF has a lot of aims and mission statements, and I will say some of them. And some of them are to protect the children's rights and to help them meet their basic needs in life. UNICEF mobilizes political will and material resources to help countries, especially developing countries, to ensure a first call for children and to help deliver services for children and their families. UNICEF is ensuring special protection for the most disadvantaged children, like victims in wars, disasters, and others that have disabilities. UNICEF's aim is to equal the rights of women and girls and to support their participation in political, social, and economic development of their communities. UNICEF works with all of its partners all around the world, and it responds in emergencies to protect the rights of children. My NGO UNICEF offers a lot of different types of helps for the poor and children, like helping the poor children who has the killer disease HIV and AIDS to live, and UNICEF helps children to survive and develop themselves in specific areas. UNICEF gives children basic education and gender equalities, and it provides policy support and partnerships for helping children. UNICEF has many sponsors that give them funds because they want to help poor and children, like the football team FC Barcelona, and they donate 1.5 million euros per year for 5 years. UNICEF has its own program in Halloween called Trick or Treat UNICEF Box, and to help you pay $17, and it's optional and open for everyone. To raise money, UNICEF works with companies all around the world, like international and small and medium-sized businesses. The humanities concept system says that everything is connected around the world with cooperation. Cooperation means helping, and UNICEF is connected around the world with over 190 countries, and it is connected with them for getting funds and helping children and poor in specific places. For example, now UNICEF is working on helping the Syrian children that are dying with no food and no clothes. From this I can prove that UNICEF is successful because it connects the countries around the world with cooperation to help children and poor with the UN. The first case is the success of UNICEF in Iraq by helping them out of the sanctions and conflict that was going on after both wars that happened on Iraq, and UNICEF provided emergency interventions that helped meet immediate needs of people. UNICEF is still focusing on the north and south of the country on coverages. The second case is the success of the UNICEF in the East Timor, and it was an internal conflict in the years 1990 to 2000, and the problem was that the comprehensive emergency of the water and sanitation efforts covering 850,000 people throughout the country, and UNICEF provided water and sanitation facilities for families and children in the camps, villages, and schools, and developing local hygiene promotions guidelines. MLA format bibliography.